Alright. Sorry, y'all. I just want to give me some water. Alright. So let's go ahead and hop right on in to part 2. It's a night of manifestation, guys. And this is what it's all about. It's all about teaching you why your manifestations aren't coming to the light. We're going to talk about setting intentions along with your setting intentions along with your goals so that you can, allow them to manifest for you faster. And also how to speak the language of the universe. Woo-hoo! We're going to go deep, and you're going to learn so much about your own communication. It's like, this is going to be so crazy. So for those of you who are just tuning in, this was supposed to be a private thing, and it didn't work out with the system, and so I'm doing it live. So if you missed the first part of the class, I do recommend that you watch video 1 because it's going to teach you a whole lot about your mindset, your brain, and all that other stuff. Now, this video is strictly about solutions. We're going to talk about 3 things. I'm going to help you guys get through those 3 areas, and we're going to just take it from there, okay? And so it should be a straight breeze. It shouldn't take us that long to knock this out, all right? So do me a favor and please share this live with anybody that you know. Invite some people to join us right now. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But somebody just post a comment in the live so that people can know that we back on, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and hop into part 2. Hold on. All right. So before we ended live 1, the last thing that I was saying to you is, in the end, it's all about understanding who you are, right? Investing in yourself and your greatest good, trusting yourself to make the right decisions, and knowing that you are the light, okay? So you just have to figure out what's your destination. Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself building this legacy? How do you see this legacy being built? What steps are you going to take to make sure that this legacy comes to life for you and the intention that you set out, all right? So we're going to hop back to the law. I just want to make sure that I close that part out properly, all right? Just a second here. All right. All right, so we're going to do the countdown so I could properly introduce myself and all of that, because I realized I didn't do that, and it is a separate video, blah, 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 blah. All right, hold on. All right. All right, y'all. So we're going to do the countdown. We're going to breathe, get our energy right, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and knock this out. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe, 1. Mind's up, y'all. This is your girl, Takiyah Diamond. I want to invite you and thank you so much for tuning in right now to a night of manifestation. This is video 2. If you did not see video 1, I highly recommend that you go back and watch video 1 and then come into this video so that you can understand things on a whole nother level first before I take you into this area here of solutions. All right. So for part 2, what we're going to talk about is why your manifestations aren't showing up for you. All right. How to set intentions and why you need to set intentions along with your manifestations. If you want to really see something come to life, okay? And then the next thing we're going to talk about, the last thing we're going to talk about is how to speak the language of the universe, all right? Because if you want to manifest anything, you got to speak the language. You know, if I spoke Spanish and you spoke English, I won't understand you and you won't understand me. So I'm going to talk to you guys about speaking the language of the universe, so that, you know, you'll be able to communicate properly, you know, as to what it is that you want to manifest, right? All right. So in order to manifest what you want, you have to consciously make a decision to kind of disown what you've been seeing, all right? Law of attraction is, at the end of the day, you get what you think about most of the time, right? You get what you think about most of the time. It doesn't say you get what you think about part of the time. All right. And part of the time, we're consistently thinking negative. We're consistently thinking about everything going wrong. And that's what our focus is most of the time. And so this is what you're manifesting, because that's where your attention is most of the time. So if you want to manifest anything, you need to focus your attention on what it is that you would like to see, as if it is already taking place in the present moment, happening right now for you, so that you can experience it, okay? And as we go along, we're going to talk about energy and vibration so that you can understand that in a whole nother way, all right? And so this is known as cognitive dissonance. And y'all know I teach everything is about the mind, it's about the brain. I'm the CEO of Minds Up, and I'm also the CEO of Minds Up Academy, all right? And so Minds Up Academy is a school for people who are on the enlightened path, who are, you know, next level thinkers and understanding, you know, the higher realms of spirituality and things of that nature. And I assist you with, you know, releasing yourself so that you can be free and know who you are and take advantage of who you were supposed to be while you was here to begin with. All right. So one of the things you need to know is about cognitive dissonance. And this is basically like you consciously disowning what it is that you see in front of you. All right. So no matter what the facts are, you have to lean into the bias. Okay. And this is what the experts say in regards to cognitive bias or cognitive dissonance. All right. No matter what the facts are, you have to lean into the bias, lean into what doesn't make sense. All right. So when you do that, basically you change your point of view. You reinforce your point of view, because what you pay attention to is what you're gonna call to you. All right. So your point of view, no matter what it is, if it's the wrong direction or if it's the right direction, all right? But if you want to, at this particular point, you want to shift into who you are. So you want to reinforce the new point of view. Focus on what you want, not what it looks like, all right? So in the brain, there's something called the amygdala. And of course, this is the place where fear meditates at in your mind. All right. So when you listen to somebody that has empathy, right, their amygdala is like, it cools down, as opposed to just being on fire and being so angry and blah, 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 right? It shrinks. All right. So they become less fearful. Let me make sure I turn this down. So they become less fearful, right? And their cortisol level actually drops, right? So when your cortisol level drops, your adrenaline goes down, and by acting empathetic, right, you affect somebody else, because you were the empathetic person, you were the understanding person. Like it's basically like your energy tends to rub off on the other person. All right. So it goes even deeper than that. All right. And I want you guys to think about this. When you're thinking, and we were talking about this in video 1, when you hear the voice in your head, did you ever stop to ask yourself, Who is that that's observing you as behaving in the way that you're behaving? Taking you guys a lot deeper here, right? All right. I just want to leave y'all with that so that you could be aware that, it goes a lot deeper than what you think and what you believe, all right? It goes a lot deeper. And I do recommend you guys joining Minds Up Academy, which is for higher levels of consciousness. All right. So that's the basics that you need to know, all right, from before, all right? So now let's get into some solutions. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to stop blocking your manifestations, all right? How to stop blocking your manifestations, all right? So it can be pretty frustrating when things take longer to manifest than you think. I get it. And you be pissed off, or you get your energy be all over the place and all of that, right? And sometimes it makes you feel like crap, right? I get it. There's like countless reasons why things take some time to manifest. Okay, there's some things that it could be your energy, it could be your habits, it could be some things that might be outside of your control. You know what I mean? And sometimes these things, it comes back to you. It comes back to, what you're thinking and what you're holding on to, right? So you could very well be blocking yourself from manifesting what you want without even realizing it. All right. And so I'm just going to give you guys 4 things that when you're trying to manifest and you're setting out an intention to manifest something, these are 4 things that you need to make sure that you do. All right. So that you're not blocking yourself. All right. So the first thing you need to do is you need to be 100% clear on what you want. Okay. And you need to write it down. You need to be 100% clear on what you want, and you need to write it down. Now, I've said this a million times, right? The most important thing that you could do when it comes to manifesting is writing it down. And why is that? It's because your brain, it's the way that your brain is wired to your handwriting and, things of that nature. So write it down. The universe is like a restaurant. You know what I mean? It can't bring you a meal unless it understands what you're ordering. What do you want to eat? Write it down. Okay, so get clear as to what it is that you want to manifest. Be specific and write it down. All right. The second thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to be honest with yourself about your habits. All right. About your actions and about your thoughts. You're going to have to be real with yourself. All right. So you want to ask, do these things really align with what you're trying to manifest? All right. So manifesting at the end of the day, it's a combination of intention and it's a combination of action. And another thing I left out is it's a combination of your energy, your vibration. Okay. So yes, thoughts and actions too. You're going to need both of them. All right. At the end of the day, you're going to need them. All right. So be sure that when you set your intention, that your thoughts and your actions all support that intention. Because if it don't align with it, you're going to be out of balance. All right. And just think about the restaurant analogy again. At the end of the day, if you're placing an order, which is a cosmic order of something that you want the universe to yield to you, you need to tell it what you want. You would never go in a restaurant and be like, oh, just give me anything. You would tell the waiter what you want to eat. And it's the same thing. The universe works the same way. All right. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you're not so focused on what's next. And you're not really present in whatever your situation looks like. Because the moment that you get caught up in what it looks like, you take yourself out of alignment. So things could be on a way for you. The universe is working in your favor. The universe is transpiring things and moving things around for you based on what it is that you said that you wanted to manifest. All right. And basically, excuse me. Sometimes we do it in a way that actually like it causes resistance. Okay. And you don't want to do that. All right. So what that does, if you're too focused on what's happening in the now, is it basically jams up your energy. Okay, and so if energy can't flow, whatever it is, remember everything is energy. So if it's money, whether it's love, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, if the energy is jammed up, then you can't manifest it. Okay, you got to remember that everything you want, it already exists, and it already exists, but in higher vibrations. Okay, and that's the part that you got to understand the most. All right, so being present and being grateful or whatever in your situation, just allow everything to just flow for you. All right, and we're going to get into that in the next part, which is mindfulness. Okay, but we're not going to get there yet. I got one more thing to give you guys here. All right, so you got to continuously practice acceptance, but continuously cultivating gratitude, just being thankful for whatever it is and being okay with the fact that you can learn from the experience and you can grow from the experience. You don't have to let the experience hold you hostage. All right. So to me, I feel like that's an even better, it's a better option. It has bigger benefits at the end of the day. All right. So the last thing you need to do is declutter your home. I'm so serious. All right. It helps me a lot. Every time I clean up my room, it's like money begins to flow to me. Everything just seems to begin working out. But I'm not really a junky person. It's just that I be having a lot of stuff that I have to do. And so when I'm looking for something, I just throw it and I'm like, oh, I'll get back to it. And I do eventually. I get back to it. But if I'm working in that environment where I just threw it on the side or whatever the case may be, sometimes my energy be real cloudy. Sometimes I can't really think straight or whatever. And I end up having to clean it up. And once I clean it up, it's like a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? It's like just clean. You know what I mean? So trust me, decluttering your home, it works. All right? If you don't know where to start, let's start with the things that you know you don't want to use. You're not going to use them anymore. Get rid of them. The way that you could do it is every single day, get you a plastic bag, a big garbage bag, and just start putting things in there. And don't be all emotional about the stuff either. Just take the stuff, pick it up, and put it in the bag, and give it to somebody who's going to use it. All right? So grab that trash bag, spend 15 minutes filling it up, and then just continue to do that every day for maybe about a week. All right? And start putting things in. Before you know it, you're going to start to notice the energy in your house is going to change. It's going to change. It's going to change because it's going to be more open. It's going to be more free where energy could flow. All right? All right, guys. So that is how you stop blocking yourself, blocking your manifestations from coming. All right. So you need to do that. You need to do that. All right. So the next thing we're going to go over is this is more of on the mindfulness tip. Okay. And this is about setting your powerful intentions. All right. So I think, hold on a second. All right, so the first thing is, what is mindfulness? Okay, so mindfulness is directing our attention to experiencing it as it unfolds, not holding it, ordering it has to be this way or whatever, but just allowing life to unfold for you. Okay, and so basically what this does is it trains us to respond skillfully to whatever is happening. So whatever is happening to us, whether it be good or whether we consider it to be bad or whatever the case may be. But when we're living in the moment, when we're living in that space, that gap, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes, it improves your thought process. And it also helps you out with the feelings that other people might have around you that before you used to judge them, but now it's you understand them. You understand why they think like that. You understand why they behave like that. So you don't respond to it the way that you used to. All right. So mindfulness also, it helps us to perform better. Okay. It makes us feel calmer. You'll be more in your essence. When I tell you guys, just breathe. Let your energy flow. Like, let it flow. You get what I mean? So it helps you to, perform better. It helps you to think better. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about 5 steps, 5 steps to setting your powerful intentions. And then we're going to go into speaking the language of the universe, and then we're done for tonight. All right. And that's the end. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about your intentions. And just in case you guys don't really know what intentions are. All right. So intention is basically the starting point of any goal, vision, or dream that you have. Basically, it means what you set out to do, what you set out to create. And being in this creative power, okay, it basically fulfills our needs, whether it's for money, whether it's for relationships, whether it's for spiritual awakening, whether it's for love, whatever it is. So when you set that intention that that's what you're seeking, that you want to line up with, that's your intention. So I'm doing this because, you understand what I mean? Rather than, oh, I'm just doing this. No, I'm doing this because, all right? So everything that happens in the universe begins with intention. That's the first thing that you need to know, all right? So as an intention is directed, right, and you direct your intentions basically out of your impulse of consciousness that contains the seed that you planted. So you got to think about it like everything that you say that you want is like it's a seed that you got to plant. You got to plant it there because it's not really in your mind. You haven't experienced it yet. And so because you haven't experienced it yet, it's not really in your mind. So you got to plant that seed in your mind. You got to plant what it is that you want in there, so it can start. Remember, I told you guys in part 1 video about the neurons connecting to each other or whatever, right? It's the same. You gotta understand it's the same thing when you're setting your intentions. All right, so you gotta let your intentions go. All right, at the same time. All right, but you have to set an intention because your intention is basically what your deepest desire is, all right? And as you desire this, but your intentions behind the desire is what is going to make you move forward. You get what I'm saying? And that's basically going to be you paying a deed to your destiny by you going forward, rather than holding your destiny hostage because you're living in fear and you're in the past, you're in the future, but you're not in the present. All right, where everything unfolds and takes place for you. All right. So number 1, what you're going to do is you're going to slip into the gap. Okay. That gap that I was talking about earlier, which is you being in the present moment. All right. So most of the time, our thoughts are caught up with what? Thoughts, emotions, and memories. All right. These 3 things. All right. So beyond this noisy internal dialogue that, we got going on is also a state of awareness. All right, a state of, to me, being aware. When you're in your awareness, it's like pure bliss. It's like nothing else matters. It doesn't, nothing matters. You know what I mean? So, but when you're operating in this 3D operated world, you know what I mean? You got to kind of learn how to master both of them. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, one of the most effective tools that we have for entering the gap is what? Meditation. All right. So start out small. Take 5 minutes. And as you do, you could even do a minute. Start out with a minute. Like shut your mind up for 60 seconds. It's not that easy because your mind is always running. So start out with a minute and then just increase it. But just quiet your mind. And how you quiet your mind is what? Breathe in and listen and pay attention to what's going on in your body. So if you pay attention to what's going on in your body, then it's going to eliminate the noise because you're going to be hearing the source of nature. Your heart is the source of nature. Your breath is the source of nature. And you know how when you're in nature, you feel good. So when you go inside of your body, that feeling is there. All right. So I'm taking you guys deeper here. All right. So meditation, when you meditate, it takes you beyond the ego. And the ego is always trying to control everything, right? So you open yourself up to stillness, you open yourself up to silence and pure consciousness, all right? And this is the ideal state where you plant your seed and you plant your intention. All right? All right, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to release your intentions and your desires. All right, you're going to let them go. All right, so once you get established and you get yourself set, you know, in a state of rest, in a state of restful awareness, right? To where it's like you're aware, but you're resting, but you're up, like you're aware, you're not asleep. All right. So at that point, you're just gonna release your intentions and desires. All right. So the best time to plant your intentions is during the period of meditation or after meditation. Well, more so after meditation. After meditation, because you just aligned yourself with that stillness and the quietness, and then you go ahead and put your intention in there. All right. So after you set your intention, just let it go. Let it go. Simply just stop thinking about it. Don't think about it anymore. All right. So continue this process for a few minutes after your meditation period every day. All right. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to remain centered in a state of restful awareness. All right. Intentions are much more powerful when it comes from a place of contentment, when you're just relaxed. Stop being so uptight about everything all over the place. You know what I mean? So if you're acting in a sense of lack or you're coming from a sense of need, you can't really manifest what you want. But if you're in a restful state, you don't have any resistance to the lack or to abundance. So guess what's going to come to you? Abundance, and it's going to push lack out, because now you're not fighting against abundance. Even though you thought that you wasn't, you were fighting against it. All right? All right. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to detach from the outcome. All right? So don't focus on, oh, it got to happen like this or whatever. Just allow it to happen. I know this sounds like hard work, but you know what? It's worth your happiness. It's worth your joy. It's worth you living the life that you came here to live. And not only that, this is the way that you should be operating anyway. We've been taught to be worrying all the time and stressed all the time. We've been taught all of that. Your true being is just being in the present moment. All right? So number 5 is let the universe handle the details. All right? That's the power of setting your intentions. Let the universe, all right? So your focused intentions, right? Set aside, I shouldn't say that. I want to say more so, your intentions, basically, they're organizing the power of the universe in motion. All right? So you got to trust that the infinite is, you know, it has the organizing power already. It knows exactly how to make it happen. It doesn't need you to tell it how to make it happen. So allow it to let it happen for you. All right? Be okay with sitting back and allowing it to unfold. All right? So the outcome that you try so hard to force, it might not be as good as the one that the universe would have brought to you. So it's not to say that if you keep focusing, that it may not come to life. It may come to life, but it may not come to life the way that it could have. All right? So you got to release your intention into the fertile ground. You know what I mean? Into the universe of where it could grow, of pure potentiality. All right? And then it's going to bloom. As soon as the season is right, it's going to show up for you. And then you're going to be good. All right? All right. And so we got one more to go. So the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is speaking the language of the universe. All right? And that's going to be really fast. I just want to give my voice a little break for a second. Let me see who hopped in with us so I can show some love. Yes. Hey, Queen Mother. Hey, James. Hey, right, Shane. Hey King, hey Cano, hey Shorty, hey Derek. I'm just getting to y'all, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. So let's go ahead and hop into why the universe responds to your words and your thoughts. All right. So in the end, guys, everything is everything in the universe, and I tell you guys this all the time as well. Everything in the universe is energy. Okay, everything is frequency, right? So it's made of this vibrating energy. All right. So based on the level that you are vibrating on your words, now guys, I'm gonna take you a lot deeper here. Because what I'm about to give you right now is really Minds Up Academy stuff. All right, so let's move. All right. So everything in the universe is made up of vibrational energy. All right. Some things have a higher vibration, and some things have a lower vibration. Okay. So higher vibrations, basically, they equate with greater potency, which means they're stronger. The higher vibrations are stronger. And this is why ideas, meaning the pictures in your head and the language that you speak, because your words too are vibration, your words too are also energy, right? That's why they say speak it into the atmosphere, right? All right. So, let me turn this down a little bit. All right. So, like I said, the higher vibrations are a lot powerful. And this is why your words and your language, are ultimately what changes your life and allows you to help be a change in the world. All right. As opposed to war with machine guns and all this other stuff that the wicked people are doing, or the lost souls. I'd rather not call them wicked. The lost people. I'm really lost, but anyway, the lost people that they're doing. All right. So the world is made up of language. All right. No matter where you go in the world, even if it's a different language, you cannot operate if you don't speak the language or have an interpreter or something to help you figure out what in the world that it's saying. Right. So the entire world, you know what I mean, is made up of language. And it's basically our human experience is our way of communication skills, right? It's the way that we communicate, and this is how we improve, and this is also how we improve our place in the world. All right. So at the end of the day, you got to understand that the universe is reading your vibration. All right. It's reading it based on what you are saying, based on what you are feeling, based on what you are thinking. It's reading it. All right. So let's talk a little bit about language, because this is going to allow me to talk to you guys a little bit more about vibration and energy. All right. So get with this, because you're going to be able to do a whole lot more things after you understand what I'm saying over here. Hold on 1 second. All right. So language is the way that we do what? How we engage the power, right, of the world around us, right? And language is what? It's compromise of words. And I'm going to take you guys a little bit slow on this, because I really want you to get this, all right? So language is comprised of words, right? And so the words are actually invisible, right? And they're invisible thoughts that are shared by invisible sound waves, right? Which is what? Their potential for power. And being their potential for power, it makes their potential for power enormous, because you can't see it, but you know it exists. It's just like God. You can't see him, but you know it exists. It's just like oxygen. You can't see it, but you know it exists, right? So this is why I'm saying to you that your words, your language, and the language that you speak, it has power. All right. So it's been said anyway that the language, that the the world is made up of language, okay? And I believe that, all right? When you look into quantum physics on a quantum level, guys, right? It's crazy because it's like it took physics to a whole nother place scientifically, all right? It was like, it took it to like a scientific breakdown. It like broke everything down. But notice what remained, the language. The language still remained the same, right? So the language was what? It was a verbal description of that which basically they confounded together to come up with a normal understanding that people could understand. All right? So how does all of this apply to you, right? Let's get to that, because it also applies to me. So, well, the first thing is that, I know it's rather profound, but basically it reimages your interpretations, okay, of reality. And the fact that it reimagines your interpretations of reality, it's like your language and your vibration all is creating your reality, and a lot of people are not paying attention to that. So we're creating a lot of negative things because we speak negatively, and even though you can't see it, it's still energy and vibration, guys. So this is why I'm telling you, you gotta watch your words, watch what you're saying. Even sometimes we might say things and we're just playing. You know what? Play about it if that's what you need to do, but then just say destroy. Destroy it. Destroy that from your memory. When you say destroy, that's also energy, and you're telling your brain to destroy that so that nothing that you might have said can manifest itself. All right? So, this tool, the reason why this affects you is because this is going to allow you to reflect more deeply on some of the things that you might be saying that's sabotaging you. You know what I mean? Some of the things that you might be saying that's bringing you more lack into your life, that's bringing you more stress, that's bringing you more frustration into your life. All right? So I just need you to understand the power of language. All right? And so the words that we choose while we're speaking is affecting the reality that we're experiencing. And that's the thing that you got to know. And when we understand that at the world at large, at the end of the day, it's just matching our frequency. What are we speaking? What frequency are we sending out when we speak the way that we speak? You know what I mean? This can motivate you to examine a lot of things that you've been saying. Because I know it helped me a lot. I'd be like, no, wait a minute, hold on. No, I'm not going to say that. Because now I'm aware of it. Before I used to just say it loosely, even if I was joking. But, if I say it, I'll be like, all right, delete. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep that energy and not in my body. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep that energy there. You know what I mean? So language at the end of the day, guys, is basically the way that you align with the positive powers of the universe so that you can work on your behalf and do what you need to do. And then you start feeling positive and confident, and then you connect to a word. You connect it to a word, right? So when you start feeling these things, you still connect that positivity. That's a word. What you're feeling, you're still connecting it to a word. So this is what you're sending out. You get what I mean? But if you're speaking negatively, then you're still connecting it to a word. This is why I'm saying it's language. Like, what are you saying? And what are you feeling? Because what you're feeling is coming from your heart. And then what you're saying, sometimes that's coming from your heart too, but a lot of times it'll come from your mind. A lot of times you could be picking up somebody else's thoughts, or you're operating out of somebody else's beliefs or whatever. You get what I mean? So when you access that positive feeling, right, you're going to connect it to a word. You're going to choose a word or whatever, okay? And the world around you is going to respond accordingly. You got to change your words. And be careful with your plans. Sometimes it's just not even that serious. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. I know I take this stuff serious. You know what I mean? Because My life is changing, and I want it to continue to change. I don't want it to go back. So I'm not going to talk about back. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it going, keep it forward. You know what I mean? So as you start to access this positive energy and all of this stuff with your words and your emotions that you're feeling, basically what happens is it's going to start sending people to you. It's going to start sending places for you to go, and events are going to begin to start to unfold because your language has changed. All right? So often out of those things that, you know, we take for granted are the most fascinating things. You know what I mean? We don't really think about what we're saying and what we're speaking or whatever. You know what I mean? We don't really think about, you know, how important it is for us to do the best that we can to stay positive, you know, even in the midst of other people that might be triggering other stuff that's in us. But at this point, guys, you don't have to still stay in that karma. Like, all you got to do is change your mindset. And so when you do this on a consistent basis and you practice these things that I'm sharing with you tonight, it's going to help you move into the next level of where you should be, you should have been. It's just going to help you remember who you've always been to begin with. All right? Because a whole lot of truth is beginning to reveal itself, and people are starting to understand on a deeper level what's what. All right? So, you know, those things that we take for granted, they are the most fascinating. All right? So, you know, the mere fact that a thought in my head, right, can be carried through the air, right, and to your ears, to where you can hear me, like even right now, it's going to your ears, and then it's being interpreted in your brain, and that's how you're understanding me. Like, you can't tell me that's not amazing. It's yo, this is real. Like I said, this is Mindset Academy stuff that I'm teaching you guys right now. And I threw this in as a bonus because I want you guys to know, like, on another level, so that you can see, so that you can be a part of my mastermind or be a part of, you know, the events that I'm doing, and invest in the books and things like that. All right? Because you got to go to the next level. How long you going to stay where you are and really expect things to change? If you want to change, your mindset got to change. Your language got to change. All right? So at the end of the day, guys, make a choice and make it magical. The universe works in pictures and vibration. What you see is what you get. What you say, I'm about to make this say, or say, what you say, you make okay. What you say, you make okay. What you see is what you get. All right? And so this is the keys. These 3 things, guys, these are like the most important things. I want to give you guys like some facts and some most important things. And this is the keys, you know, to unlocking your good life. All right? Your good life. So before you go, of course, I got homework. Y'all know that when we have my live events, y'all be having homework. So don't front. All right. So this is your assignment. All right? This week, what I want you to do is I want to encourage you to start notice more objectively your own word choices, all right, while you're speaking. And I want you to start paying attention to the vibration that you've been sending out. If you know it's going to destroy you, just don't say it. Just shut up. Don't send out no vibration about it. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're going to start, and I also want you to do is like, when you're having these thoughts, I want you to think about how many of them are positive. How many of them are positive? I think you're going to notice that most of your thoughts are going to be negative, and then occasionally you might have a positive thought. All right? Unless you're walking into enlightenment and you're coming on a more positive mindset, then yeah. All right? Similarly, you know, I want you to basically observe your own thoughts as they occur. All right? How many of them are negative, or how many of them are judging? All right? And in some situations, I want you to ask yourself, could those negative thoughts be replaced with positive ones? Of course they could. In some way. You don't even try it. You got to try it. All right. And so, if we were at the event, I would be saying, what are your takeaways? You know, and I know some people went to bed because we started late since we had an issue logging in. But still, I want to know, you know, type it in. Let me know what were your takeaways from this part, or even the other part. Let me know your takeaways. So, you know, I'm going to put up a post. I'm going to talk about, you know, putting up your takeaways. I want to know what your takeaways were. All right. What did you get out of this? You know, what would you like me to speak more about? Things of that nature, you know what I mean? So I know what you want, and I bring you the things that you want to hear that's going to help you evolve. All right. Because that's what it's all about. Now, I do have books out. I have Get Your Life Together. I have Wisdom Words of Consciousness. I have 7 Things You Need to Change your life. And I have my forthcoming book, which is From Poverty to Profit. Invest in yourself and grab yourself a copy of one of my books. They're all enlightening books, and they're all going to make you understand your mindset a whole lot better. All right? Each one of them are going to make you understand your mindset a whole lot better. And if you look inside my photos, you'll see them there. It's going to tell you what each one is about a little bit. And then you could choose which one you want to start with. But I have a book club where, you know, I send them out and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother thing. Right now, just go and start with one. And then once you finish, then you could decide if you want to move on to the next one or whatever. All right. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I hope you guys enjoyed a night of manifestation masterclass. I was able to bring it to Facebook Live, which is awesome. So I also want to give you some options, because I know that I gave you some phenomenal advice today. Of course, you know what I mean? And I know that I have opened up your eyes. You know what I mean? I know that you've been enlightened in a major way, and you are going to start thinking differently, and you're going to start doing things differently based on the information that we reviewed today. Okay. And it's all good, because that's what I want. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I want you guys to elevate. All right. And I want to be the one to help you. All right. So I have a special offer for you tonight, and we are going to talk about success plans. Okay. So I'm doing a special offer, and I'm going to tell you what the value is, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm charging. I know y'all going to be like, yeah, she out of her mind. But no, I'm going to be real in my mind, and I'm going to keep this so affordable that I just can't even believe that I'm doing it. And it's all good. It's all good. So if you want to elevate to the next level, you got to have a destination. You got to figure out, where is it that I'm going? You know, what steps do I need to take in order to get there? And I can help you create a new blueprint for your mindset. Okay. We can find out, do a mindset analysis, and what's going to happen is we're going to discover the beliefs that you've been holding on to. We're going to discover them, and then we're going to eliminate them, and then we are going to reprogram you with new beliefs. You're going to get 3. We're going to find 3 beliefs that you have, and then you're going to tell me which 3 you want us to remove, because I'm doing this at a ridiculously low price. And this is a lot of work. All right. So, all right. So you're going to get a mindset analysis. If you decide to go with the night of manifestation success plan, this is what you're going to get. Okay. So you're going to get a mindset analysis, which the value of a mindset analysis is $149. Okay. The plan, the master plan, the blueprint to achieve one of your short-term goals that you want to get through. All right. I'm going to provide you with action steps. I'm going to provide you with strategy. I'm going to provide you with accountability. And the normal price of just this alone is $349. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to be helping you with is your mindset adjustment, adjusting your mind, because we got to uncover those personal beliefs, and we're going to install new mindware into your mind. Okay. And this is valued at $499. All right. But what I'm going to do tonight for you guys is I have a wonderful special for you guys, and I'm going to extend this probably until the middle of December. to where you I need you to start focusing on 2018, but I need you to start focusing on 2018 now. So we're gonna start creating a plan. We're gonna create a new blueprint for your mindset so that you can get it done. You're gonna be motivated. Your confidence is gonna go up. There's so many different things that I contribute into this. I help you eliminate those limiting beliefs. I help you release all of those trapped emotions. I'm telling you, this is such a small investment. And altogether, guys, this is one of my high-end offers, which is basically almost $2,000. And I have high-end clients that pay this price. But what I'm doing now is I'm actually giving it at a low price because I want to be able to help everybody at a low price so that you can start there and you can become high level, and then you can pay me on a high level. You get what I'm trying to say. All right. So payment options are available. The basic plan, where you're going to get your mindset analysis, and you're going to get a success plan, your success achievement, your short-term goal plan, that's valued at $500 with those two. Okay, so the basic plan is $199. All right, that's the basic plan, $199. There is a 3-payment option. So there's also a 2-payment option. Okay, and there's also a 1-payment option. And you do the $199 as the 1-payment option, then you save. Okay, but if we break it down into payments, I'm charged every time that I have to charge you. So it's a little bit higher, but it's all good. I just want it to be affordable to you, and I want you to get done what you need to get done so you can move into 2018 with a breeze, with clarity, with strategy, with understanding, knowing where you're going. All right. And then we have the advanced plan, where you're going to get every single thing that I said. All right. And the advanced plan is $499, just $500. All right. And if we add all of this stuff together, like I said, guys, it's $1,977 and somewhere in that nature. All right. And this is like my almost $2,000, and this is a high-end product. And look at all of the benefits that you're getting. All right. So if you just want to start with the success plan, just the success plan alone, we could do that. And what we could do is come up with a success plan, a strategy as to how you're going to get to where you want to get to for 2018. And we don't have to do the mindset analysis, which I highly recommend, but we don't have to do that or whatever. And if you want to just do just the success plan alone, then it'll be $99. All right, $99, and invest in yourself. You need direction. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is all about. This is all about enlightening you and letting you know that I am more than qualified to help you get there. All right, let's shift, let's shine. It's time to change, y'all. It's time to change now. So minds up. I hope that this live has inspired you, even though this was a masterclass. So, you know, you guys got a taste of what it is that I do. And this is awesome because I'm excited to actually share with you, you know, how it goes down when I do what I do. All right. And this is just me from home. Like, to come and see me live is a boomerang. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So if you thought, you know, this was live, this is all good. But when you see me live, it's even better. You know what I mean? So it's all good. So if you ever see me live in your turn, join me. Come on out. Have a good time. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about happiness. I'm all about joy. I'm all about helping you move into the next level of who you've always been anyway. All right, guys. Minds up. If you're interested in, for those of you who are interested, I'm not even going to say if you're interested, because I know you are. You're interested in your success plans. You're interested in your mindset analysis. Even if you want to do a mindset analysis alone, it's $49. We can do a mindset analysis alone. All right. So just let me know what it is that you want, and I will go ahead and send you what I need to send you so that we could go ahead and get started. Okay. And we'll set up an appointment, put you in a calendar, and go ahead and get you moving on the road to your dreams. Woo! Minds up, y'all. I love you. Deuces.